Hey guys, good freaking news. I have taken some steps to deal with my clutter of PB. I don't know if that was the smartest thing in the world that I did, or if it was the stupidest thing I ever done to buy all these pedals. But we'll see. Either it's gonna be hit or miss, but I don't cry about it. I didn't spend too much on it, but it still made a dent in my wallet. Um, but yeah, I pulled the trigger on this shit. I need to evolve. That's the right word. I need to evolve. Yeah, you know, let me see. I have my little corner over there with guitars. As soon as I can get these boxes out of here, it will be nice again. Here is the thing. I have made a video before to you guys about the back area. Let's go back there. Because I'm going to try and show you what I have to do to deal with all this crap. Um, because I want to do something about this hi-fi section over here, vintage audio section. And to be able to do that, um, I have to get things that are not supposed to be on the shop floor has to go somewhere else. So I can use my demo over there for guitars and pro audio, and so I can free up the space over here. I'm gonna move the counters that are right here that I use for storage right now. So these counters will be moved. Everything in that corner over there, gone. All the boxes over here, gone. The counters that are here goes over in this corner over there. And then I can start using that thing over, because that guitar stage thing is set up. It's all done. It's just now being closed in by boxes. That means that the shop floor, because my entrance door is right there. There's the door. Right there. So people come in there. So all of this will be freed up. The counters here will be moved. So let me see how can I do this. So this door that links into this room now, which is my storage right now. Everything in this room in here, come on, will be, as you can see, there is tons of stuff. I don't know. There is so much stuff in here, guys. But all of this will be gone, and I dread thinking about the work. But it will be gone because behind door number 1, there's a door here. Let's see. Behind this door, you can't see it too good because I'm still storing stuff. Behind that door number 1, is the solution. The solution. Let me try and get past here. I mean, come on. Really? Jesus. So we go behind door number 2. And going into the restricted area. Lights. Let's see what we find. You guys have been with me back here before. Oh yeah, I have more stuff. You know, in the bar storage unit, you get a lot of crap. All this goes to the dump. But he's been nice enough to let me store my junk shit back here. Here's what's gonna go on. That door right there will be shut. New locks, deadbolts. I'm not gonna rent this area back here. But this door will be closed. We put a deadbolt on it. This opening right here will be closed in with 2x4s and drywall. That means, let me see if it's the right way. I put something on my phone there. That means this area here, let's see, this area right here, has to be cleaned up, of course, will be my storage and production facility for Bad Dog speakers, or whatever I want to call it. And there is a little room right in here. Put some shelves up there, some keep that as storage. They're gonna, here's the clue. Let me show you what was behind door number 1. You've probably seen it before. There's door number 1. On the other side is my store, the little storage room. Oh, not little. There's some sinks here. Comes in handy because, like I said, production and storage. This is where I'm going to build my stuff. This is where I'm going to store stuff. This is where I'm going to repair stuff. So what I did yesterday was I told the leasing office, okay, I want the back area, but I don't need the loading dock area. I don't need that. I don't need that room in there, even though I store a lot of my shit in there. Because there is a lady, apparently, who wants to rent this room right here. They're going to fix it up and make it back into what it once was, a commercial kitchen. So we're going to close off this, shut that, put a deadbolt on it. So that means I get this room here. So what they're going to do now, they're going to make sure that all the electricity is good. They're going to change all the lights out. They're going to put new ceiling tiles in, at least where it needs to. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 ceiling tiles that needs to be put in. And then, of course, they have to come in and paint the walls. I'm not too worried about this back area because it's not an area where customers are going to come in. This is an area where basically I'm going to be building stuff and store stuff and stuff like that. So I'm going to just put a coat of latex paint on the floor. I told them that I want it before Christmas. I know they are busy. He said they could start on it. The biggest thing now is to get the room prepped, okay, and get it set up with paint, paint over some of the stuff that is here, and paint the floor, and do the electricity, and of course ceiling tiles, put in new lights, and of course complete this wall. That I told him that I can't do it now in September. So I said, if you can start maybe working on it in October and have it ready for me in November or end of October for that matter. Let's see. Let's close this thing up. So that means maybe at the end of October, beginning of November, I can start taking things out of my area here. Yeah, I know. That means that this room will become hi-fi and vintage audio and home theater listening room and display room. That means I'm going to have shelves in here with maybe not these type of shelves, but some other shelves. Maybe not that type of shelf, but some nicer shelves to put components on. Amps, receivers, stuff like that. Turntables. Ooh. Still a few left. Then I'm thinking, let me see if I can show you. Behind all this, well, let me see. Maybe it's better to do it this way. This wall right here. You know, it goes in like that. And that's the opposite wall over there. So I put a sofa or a love seat right here or something by this column here. And I put speakers on the wall over here so people can sit and listen to it. And then this is the back walls. I can put back speakers here for home theater. Maybe put some shelvings up with vinyl and LP. And then, of course, this whole wall over here will be display models. Have speakers standing there and have shelves with, components and amplifiers and stuff. So if there's a special amplifier they want to listen to, I can just take it from there and put it over there in the demo or something like that. So this will be a hi-fi vintage audio home theater / home theater demo and a demo room, and where people can come. They can go in here now, because right now this is a restricted area from the public. The public is not allowed back here because I have my counters here, and so this has been kind of my private area. But that means that they can come in here, and I still have a door here to the other place. And this has a deadbolt, so no one can get in there or anything like that. You have to have a key to open it up. So we have agreed that on a price, and it's a price that I really, really wanted. They asked for more, but with time they haven't been able to rent it out, and I have not been too pushy about getting this unit or getting that place, the space in the back. I didn't want to push them. I didn't want to seem that I was too interested or too desperate. For a reason. The longer it stays empty, the more desperate they become, and more likely will they accept a lower price. I know I was on in the beginning. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get this. Oh yeah, we're gonna do this and that. But then I was thinking it's kind of like an inconvenience for most people who wants to rent in the back there. Hold on, sorry. Because they don't have direct access. They have to go through the back door, and that's a pain in their rear. And they can't. Here's the thing, because of code enforcement, and I know I busted the code enforcement for taking so long, but right now it is coming to be a blessing for me, because they can't close off anything in the back. They have to put up an extra wall for her, but they have to leave me a direct access to the back through that space. Who the hell is going to rent that knowing they can't lock it up? Unless they put up a wall, and that wall will take away space. It will make it inconvenient for them. And they know that at any point in time, I can just go on back there. So they have had some problems renting it out. They have had 5 or 6 people there the last 2-3 months, but no one has pulled the trigger, and I know why. And so this is playing in my favor. So I have over the last 6-7 months, I've been thinking hey, do not push them. Do not make them think that you're really, really hyper interested in that space back there, because they're gonna charge what they want to charge you for that. So I've been laying low, and they have asked me so many times, because right now to get to the back, because on the back side, where the ramp is and the overhead door is, and the back door, you can't access it from outside without going through my store first and open up the doors. So every time they have a showing, the leasing office comes there and they say, hey, can I go through your store so I can open up the doors so I can let people in the back? I'm like, yeah, sure. And every time they have asked me but do you want to rent this place? Do you want the back? And I'm like, nah, I don't know right now. I have to think about it and stuff like that. And I haven't said, no, I don't want it. But I said, I have to think about it and see what I come to and what my needs are. But for right now, I'm good. But inside of me, there's a thing going yeah, I want it so bad. I need it. But I don't want to show them that side. I want to show them the side that is saying, right now I'm good. I don't really need it right now. Yeah, I'm a player on that side. But that has resulted in, because you have to go a year back, okay? A year and a half back, where they were asking me if I wanted it, I could have it for another, I think it was $600, $700, $800 or something like that. No longer that price. I'm not even going to say the price, but they are becoming so desperate, because face it, for a landlord or a building owner, Empty space is loss of money. Every month they don't rent out square footage, and I don't care how many square feet it is. If it's 100, 200, 500, 800, or 1,000 or more, every time they have vacant square footage that they haven't rented out, that they can't charge anyone for, it's a direct loss for them, because you have property tax, and that's based on the square footage of all the buildings here. Um, Utility is on them. So, right now, my utility is just on the same circuit as the one in the back. So the more I use here in the front, yeah, it's racking up. If they can't rent out the back one, it's a loss. And then, of course, you have the potential income. Because when you buy a place like this, you always budget a certain amount of income and turnover and stuff like that. And you base that on how to cover up for your investments, or if you have I doubt this guy has a mortgage or a loan on this place, because let's face it, he's from San Francisco. He lives in San Francisco. He is loaded with money. But still, people that are loaded with money, they're loaded with money for a reason. They're smart. They're good business people, and they don't get there by not renting out their spaces. He is a real estate mogul. He has many places all over America and the United States. Um, and he rents out for maybe like millions a month. Just because he does that doesn't mean that he's going to sit here and lick up and be sick over not renting out space where money is draining out. All smart business people wants to make dollars and cents on everything they own. And if they have a space that is 25,000 square feet, if they can only rent out half of that, in their eyes, that's a loss. And my space here right now, it's about 750, 80 square foot. And the whole thing, with including the back, is like close to 3,000. So you see that even though my suite, because that's what they call this, it's a suite. Even though there's more suites down here, and some of them are rented out, some of them are empty. This place is only 60% rented out. That means 40% of all the buildings here are empty right now. That is bleeding. So this becomes very important to them. Even though there's like only 1,200 more square feet in the back there, that's 1,200 square feet they could have made money on. If they could have rented out the whole thing in the back, that would have been another $1,500 to $1,800 a month in income for them. Right now, that's $1,500 to $1,800 they lose every month. But they hope that they can rent out the kitchen back there. And what he told me was they're gonna charge market rent on it. And commercial kitchens are always a little bit higher priced per square foot than retail and office, because that's another thing too. Depending on what kind of space you're renting. If you rent an office is always cheapest per square feet. Then you have warehouse, then you have retail, and then you have commercial kitchens and specialty needs. Because a commercial kitchen needs to be up to code on everything. They can't miss a thing. That means they have to go in there, gut everything, and rebuild it so it's up to code from the health department, the code enforcement, and that's going to be a hell of a lot more difficult than my store. So there's things like that. They hope to rent that area out, and that leaves that room that I showed you, and that's the only room that I right now want. But the price they have given me is so sweet and so good. I told them, okay, I can do it, but I don't want everything. I just want that one room. Well, it's 3 rooms, 2 small ones and 1 bigger one. Haha, we're getting there, and that will make this front area, and it's not the back area that is so important in per se, because No one's gonna go back there, so I don't care really what it looks like in the beginning. If I change my mind later on and I want to make it into maybe like a home theater demo or something, yeah, then I'm gonna go in and spruce it up. But for now, all my needs for storage will be back there. It will be a place where I can build speakers, build whatever I need, repair whatever I need to repair. And the thing about that room, it will free up this whole front area here. It will free up that room back there where I showed you, where I have stored a lot of stuff. And don't forget, I still have 2 storage units on the other side of town full of stuff. Pro audio and pianos and electronics and console radios. Oh my god, I need to get out of that there too. And that's the thing, what I pay in storage, and this is why I said yes, because they offered me a price. And I was thinking, okay, I rent stuff, storage units on the other side of town, almost $200 a month. The price they offered me for that back area is less than what I pay in storage fees on the other side of town. And that area back here is bigger than what I rent over there. Because this is about 450, 480 square foot. My storage units are about 300. So I get more space for less money. So I move out of the storage units, save the almost the $200 there. It's like $196 or something. So I save the $196 a month there, and then I get the back room here for $150, okay, extra a month. So I save $46 a month, and I get more space. That is a win-win for me. So I'll come back to it later on when I get closer to get things fixed, okay? So I just need to tell you guys, it's exciting news. It's going to change the whole dynamics of my store. It's going to change everything. So until next time, take care.